Hello, and welcome back to Arky's Revenge. The current destination, Succor. But are we a sucker for... it was this one, right? Yes, Succor. Are we a sucker for playing this? Not that kind of sucker. Let's see what this one is about. Well, this looks deceptively simple. A stalwart with a staff, huh? I built a level around stalwarts, and I happened to have a sub-theme of staves. And I had some rooms with stalwarts with staves, and it involved tarstuff as well. It was a nasty level. I don't really recommend it. Nasty to build. I very much look forward to getting feedback on that once I finally release my hold, which I've been building for 5 years now, so, you know, someday. I probably didn't want to do all that, but I did. Right, I see this this setup here. Here's a silly thing you can do. Tarstuff gates. It's clearly impossible to toggle a tarstuff gate off and back on again, let alone toggle it a third time. The developer would need to miraculously create tar from thin air. Right, and I think that's a pretty big hint, because... well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if this grows. I can do tar. It's fine, this is fine. But I want to get... Alright, so it didn't quite work, but... I have a suspicion. I was too slow. Okay. What if we cut and the stalwart pushes at the same time? Okay, well, we need to manage some stalwart manipulation here to make... No, we want you... Whoops, we want you doing that. Alright, you're just gonna... Yeah, okay. No, that actually remained stable. Okay. No, come back. Okay, well, what else could it be? The room starts with the tar mother on tar. It is possible to place in the editor a tar mother on without tar, and then she will spawn tar on turn 30. So that can be used, for example, if that was all that there was in this room, then on turn 30 she would grow tar, and that would be the only instance of tar the gates would toggle. Then we destroy that tar, they would toggle again. So that would be one way to get two. However, because we start with tar, we have to get that third bit, and it's going to involve the stalwart with the staff, and this is going to be some kind of really tricky and weird setup, isn't it? Well, what else can it be? What else could it be? If I have something like that, and then you push this tar mother, and you can only push her onto tar. Now we're back where we started. Lovely. Thank you for that Windows update. This is kind of annoying dealing with a stalwart. I mean, it's a stalwart, of course it is. Okay, what do you do here? You just stab that. Or you just push it. Okay.
Ah!
Oh, we didn't even clear all this of the tar. Okay, that's one way. It toggles once. Now we do 2 toggles. So this has to involve some combination of things involving the pushing of a tar mother. Is there a way to push a tar mother Okay, the only thing I can think of that I haven't tried yet is to push the tar mother onto a tar baby. Growth. The growth would form a baby instead of tar. You might be able to push the tar mother onto that tile because it's doing tar growth. But then it forms a baby because that tar growth isn't stable and then there will not be tar under her. Maybe. Aha! Accidental, but that'll do it. Okay, you just keep doing that. There'll be no more tar growth. I think that's fine, because it'll grow. That was good enough. Yeah, 'cause it toggles, and then it toggles again. Okay.
Clear.
Man, clearly impossible. No, it just requires an incredibly arcane abuse of the game engine. So I can't imagine that what just happened there was intended. I was only able to discover that because there was just such a limited number of possibilities that I could even consider, and so it had to be one of them, otherwise the room wouldn't be possible. Yeah, miraculously create tar from thin air. Well, we did that. So the timing trick here is that the tar mother expands, which again, I guess this requires there to be 2 tar mothers, two eyes active, because the one is going to be stunned because you're pushing it. I wonder, how did this person even discover this? I'm glad that this room is as simple as it is. But yes, so you push the one eye onto a space that that is adjacent to tar, and the other tar mother expands the tar over the tar mother you've just moved, but that tar is unstable and cannot actually form into stable tar. Something like that. Well, exactly that. Assuming I'm reading this correctly, and it wasn't something else that happened, but I can't imagine what. And the fact that we're dealing with a stalwart, I mean, it might have actually been easier than a mimic in this case, but it was just kind of an accident that that worked out the way it was. I had no idea that it was going to activate when it did. Weird room, but I guess a win is a win. So that is Succor, and we will continue in the next part with another entry. I will see you then.